no, hold on. We got this. This is the same parent. You understand what I'm saying? So very, very important. What's up, YouTube family? Welcome. Welcome to the live chat. Y'all, we're in the house. Everybody who's just jumping in. I see a few people just jumping on in. Come on in the room and welcome. Welcome to our community live chat. At this time, we're talking about one of the most pressing issues that we saw in this last week that just went bananas. And we're so grateful that this is being brought to the forefront because who's going to advocate for women, but who's going to advocate for parents if this is not something that is brought to the forefront in this way. So I'm really grateful that we're having this conversation. We're talking about solutions and what way that you can prevent yourself and your family from ending up in a situation like this, okay? Building a relationship early with a physician, build a relationship early with the nurses, building a relationship with your doulas, your midwives early on, right? Not going by yourself. And then thirdly, and one of the most important things that we have to remember is whatever you believe is between you and your creator. When you go in these hospitals, you are no longer under your own jurisdiction, you're under their jurisdiction, okay? And whatever you say in there is like, they can hold that against you in court of law. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to be very careful because those folks have got a hot finger ready to call the CPS on you, all right? So one thing that you have to remember is you're going in there to bring you and baby home safe, period. Whatever your beliefs are, you want to talk about vaccinations and immunizations, you want to talk about how you're anti-something, all they're going to see is you are a militant, that you are a problem, okay? And they're going to throw you in a category of some anti-establishment individual and create problems for you. So you're not in there to talk about your rights, you're not in there to talk about what they're not going to do, you're not in there to do any of that. When they ask you about any of the stuff that you're not into, just be like, oh, we'll come back to that. Right now, we just want to, breastfeed and just, find out, see how they respond and everything. But later, whatever they ask, oh, yeah, we're going to hold off just for a little bit. Thank you so much. I'm going to hold off on you. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the type of mentality that you have to have when you're dealing with these institutions. You're going in and you're coming home safe. All right? You're not there to pop all your this, and that, your rights, your this, and that. Y'all gotta remember, you really ain't got no rights. You really don't. I mean, and these people are barbarians at the end of the day. They're gonna change the rules, they're gonna do whatever they want to do, right? All right, so that's just what it is. So let's keep that in mind. Also, what's up? Shouts out to the Electric Kitchen Academy. I'll see you guys in class tomorrow, class number 7. I'm so excited for the Electric Kitchen Academy. You guys, for the last, I don't know now, about 10 years, I have been, teaching wellness and culinary arts through electric foods. If any of you have been following me for any amount of time, you know that I am an advocate for indigenous foods, electric foods, all things, sun food lifestyle for the melanated man and woman. And so that my goal is to make sure that I bring all of the flavors and the soul from my very country-ass background, soul food background, into healthy plant-based foods. That's my love and passion. And in doing that, I really hope to inspire others to get healthy in this way, right? Because like most of you, I'm sure all of our families, we've seen them suffer for generation after generation after generation. We've seen them suffer with the same illnesses over and over and over because we ain't changed nothing on the planet. I always say, diabetes ain't no more in your DNA than it is on your plate. Diabetes ain't no more in your genes than a bowl of ice cream. Okay, so it's about changing the lifestyle, and that's what I've been doing through books and through classes and through YouTube and blogging, and and it's just been a blast. And I appreciate everybody who's been a part of this community, my Fresh Tribe folks, for a while now. But I decided to take it to the next level and show people how to prepare these foods, because that's where we all get stuck. It's like, well, what do I eat? I can't order that on Uber Eats. They ain't got no fried oyster mushrooms with the, alkaline salad, So a lot of times you got to go ahead and get funky and get a little creative. right? And make this thing fun. You know, we got to get back into it, right? And just learning how to make that a real lifestyle so that it's not so overwhelming. It's just become a lifestyle. That's what this is really about, right? So, in doing that, I noticed that year after year, people just needed more help. So I decided to open my world up and take students at the Electric Academy, and it's been phenomenal. If you guys are interested, you can go check out the Electric Kitchen Academy. Excuse me, theelectrickitchen.com. All right, and we start class again in October. In October, we'll start our next semester. So I'm really, really excited for that. And if you're interested in classes, and don't go look at electrickitchen.com, be like, oh my God, this is so expensive. I will work with you. We will work out a payment plan for you. But you got to DM me for that. If you need a little work, if you need to work something out for you, DM me. Send me your email address and your phone number, in fact. Okay? Email address and phone number. Other than that, please go to theelectrickitchen.com so you can learn how to become a student. And I'd love to work with you. Okay? All right. So moving on. We've got a phenomenal guest in the room tonight. I'm so excited to have Mr. Tori Wally of LOG Fitness Club. He's out of Atlanta, Georgia. Everybody, please give him a warm welcome. He's doing phenomenal work in Atlanta, Georgia, working with women from all over because he's virtual as well. He has personally helped me to really, really get my mind right and start back on my fitness regimen. And he is a holistic health and fitness coach. So he does it all from a plant-based perspective, body, nutrition, fitness, science. He's amazing. Y'all give a warm welcome to Tori Wally. I want to see if I can get him in my IG as well. I love for him to just like pop that IG right on open and get up in there too. But I don't know if he can do all that at one time. How you doing, Tori?
All is well. Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you wonderfully. How are you this day?
Good. You got me kind of open up one app.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate you. And I am so grateful to have you in the room today. Oh, I see you. You request. I got you. All right, this is good. All right, welcome. So now that we're all in the room, you guys, Tori's gonna be a part of this session today because we're talking about fitness, we're talking about holistic health, and we want to deal with some of the issues that you guys are dealing with today, whether that's COVID, whether you got questions about that, whether you have questions about your personal health. We want to together be able to address that from the masculine and feminine perspective today. So I'm so grateful to have you with us today, Tori. And we want to dive right in and see who's in the group tonight and open up a few questions. I'm looking at the questions on our YouTube. Hey, everybody on YouTube, and we want to jump into some questions right here on IG. If y'all want to throw us a few questions, we're going to be knocking it out today. But if you don't mind, Tori, tell us a little bit about the work that you do and some of the challenges and the victories that you're seeing with our community right now.
Yes, absolutely. Well, again, first off, thanks for having me on. I'm always excited to do these community events, and now we're opening it up to YouTube, Instagram, etc., which then helps to be able to just bridge the gap because this information needs to get to as many people as possible. We are literally in a health pandemic. I don't think a lot of people truly understand how much power they have, autonomy they have over their own bodies versus looking for outside sources. So over the last 8 to 10 years, I've done that the holistic health and fitness company, where we simply take our communities from sick and disease to healthy and full of peace. We do that with our 3 core principles, the 3 M's we call it: meditation, movement, and goals. You can get these 3 things down pat. Meditation, become more mindful of what you're doing. Movement, understanding that exercise is not just for the body development, but also for your lymphatic system, movement and serotonin. And then last but not least is mango. Mango is simply a representation of plant-based nutrition. I come from the largest vegan community in the world. I've been vegan for most of my life. And so in the plant-based world, understanding that high fiber foods help your body to be able to expel. The body does 2 things. It absorbs what it needs and it filters what it does. And the more you understand how those systems challenges and successes that I've seen. The successes, there's always going to be a success when you return back to nature. You might have came to me looking for, because you had a stomach issue or you had weight issues, and then end up healing. You actually didn't come for that, right? And so what ends up happening is that you return back to nature. Nature doesn't create any problems, nature doesn't solve. You'll start to see that everything holds back together. So the successes, just 2 weeks ago, I got a random call from one of my clients who I put on the program. She was able to heal her type 2 herpes, and she got the paperwork to show that her count was be how she first went, and now her count was at 0. And she was calling to thank me for putting her on to a program. And again, just returning back to nature, what you do. The challenges that I've seen has been more of mentality challenges that a lot of our people are just not as willing to give up the degenerative culture that we've accumulated over the years by simply not having a regenerative lifestyle. Going to the things that we've been studying, people, especially those in the diaspora and the Americans and the Western world, we've been doing many things. Many things happen to create a lifestyle for us that we're not so willing to give up. It's hard when the cousins go to the barbecue and they got the pork ribs and they got all the kind of stuff that will have you to be again in a degenerative state. So I hope that answers your question.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, and absolutely. I get the same thing. Same thing happens on my end. I have to work with clients to get them from the idea, okay, I'm going to be the crunchy granola, standout black sheep weirdo of the family, getting through that phase and into the phase where it's like, this is my lifestyle and I'm very proud of it. And I know that this is not just something that I want to do, but it's what must be done. It's what must be done so that I don't pass on sickness, death, and disease to the next generation and the next generation, because that's what we're doing. And like you said, people don't really understand how serious this really is right now, because that COVID ain't no joke. And I'm gonna just put it out there. I contracted COVID, and it was this went on for like 42 days. Okay, and it was no joke. I couldn't figure it out to save my life. Now, I never felt any deep chest pain, but for 40 days straight, it was just so much just coughing and dry throat and mucus. And it was just like having a flu for 42 days straight. It's fevers and chills and things like that. I was very sick. So none of the things that I was doing for a moment seemed to work. But what I know worked was that I was already living a certain lifestyle that made it so that it didn't hit me as hard as it could have. It lasted a long time, but it didn't hit me to the point where I felt like somebody called, I need to go to the hospital. I never felt like that. I just felt like, man, why would this thing go away? I was up doing stuff, you know what I'm saying? I felt, normal as far as my energy levels, but I just couldn't shake it. And I was like, what in the hell? And so that's the kind of stuff that we're seeing, is that people have to, again, start to make it a lifestyle where you're already ready when this stuff comes on. Your body's already ready to fight. Your immune system's already strong, and everything is, you have your arsenal ready. You know what I'm saying? Every family needs to have a wellness arsenal. Every single family needs to have that. That is a real community check-in. Is that, y'all, you need to be prepared for this stuff while you can be. We don't know if there's going to be more lockdowns and boards closing and all this, and shops and stores is, the shelves get empty. We don't know what's to come. So we have to be ready, and with our health, mind, body, spirit, and we also have to, get educated. Get educated so that, and get help. Get help. If it wasn't for mentorship, that I had, I would not be able to have the understanding that I have today. So, I utilize health coaches, and I'm a health coach. Even my health coaches need health coaching. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Even health coaches need health coaching. So that's, yeah, hold on, say that again. Exactly. Okay, I got you. But yes, absolutely. Absolutely. No, you're good. The only sound is on the phone. That's the only sound. Everything else is muted. I can't hear you at all. Sorry, fam. Okay, say that again. Okay, turn my volume down. Okay, gotcha. Okay. So somebody said IG is hating. It keeps pausing. Sorry, fam. So here's the deal, family. Let's talk a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about what is going on in your communities, in your families, in your homes. What are some of your foremost concerns with your health and wellness, and how can we have that conversation today and assist you? If you're here on the Zoom call, we'd love to see your face. We'd love to hear from you. Feel free to ask questions. That's what we're here for. Somebody says, I can't hear. Who can't hear? Oh, so now they can't hear me. Your IG is hating. Y'all know IG be hating once in a while. Let me see. How am I on your end on IG, Tori? YouTube, how we looking? Great. Okay, how am I looking IG? IG, we good? Yo. Yeah, IG just might be hating. Okay, turn your volume off. How's that? Are we in there? All right, are we in there? Let me see some hearts if you can hear me. I do be hating. Yeah, that's what I just did. Oh, you mean cut the whole IG live off? Go ahead and do it. Un momento, IG. Am I back? Am I back? No, okay, am I back? All right, we're gonna cut it. We're gonna save it. We're gonna go back. All right, we're gonna reopen it. Okay. We are back. All right. We are back. All right. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me, everybody? Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. YouTube. Somebody said, what is your thoughts on blood type? That's a great question. We'll get into that. Somebody said, drop my cash app. I appreciate you, YouTube. All right, we're here. Yay, they can hear me. All right, let's keep going. Be back in the house. All right, so you good to go. You can jump back in the chat if you'd like to, Tori. All right. Got you. All right, I just sent your request in there. All right, Zoom family. Dijon is in the house. Hey, Dijon, peace and love. Somebody says, is it possible to be de-vaxxed? I've experienced issues just being around people, and it's terrible. That's a great question, Lakeisha Hagan. Certainly want to get into that. Tori, are we ready to have that type of discussion today?
Well, they asking, right?
They're asking.
Let's
Keep it above.
keep it very low.
All right.
Gotta turn that volume down.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'll start by saying I personally have not seen a case where you can be de-vaxxed. I haven't seen that. I don't see the proof or evidence of that. So I will say that. That's number one. Number two, it has been a discussion amongst naturopaths, healers, holistic scientists, etc. It has been a major conversation. Because many of our loved ones are experiencing some of the negative reactions from uh, the vaccine, and in that, naturally we want to protect our loved ones. Now, what we have found is that thus far, what's happening with a lot of people is that, and we've been saying this for months, and people thought we sounded crazy, was that the max can create, the shedding with the super spreading variant that is shedding these nanoparticles onto other people, and that it's through breath, through sweat, through close contact, through sexual exchange, etc., that you can be highly affected by that, and that what's happening is you can have situations from you can experience inflammatory conditions, in the brain, in the heart, in the lungs, and that with that happening, we've seen people where it's two vaccinated parents in a home and somebody in the house that's not, but they end up being the one, getting sick. So this is something that's happening, and people are talking about it very openly at this point, right? And so what we have found is that a combination of pine needle. And we're talking about good old pine trees. It's right outside in Georgia. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Getting that pine needle. Of course, you can order on Amazon, but why waste your time to get it from outside? And be careful washing in some hydrogen, food grade hydrogen peroxide. I don't mean just that regular peroxide in the brown bottle. I mean real food grade hydrogen peroxide. Okay, the stuff that'll burn you. All right, and clean it. Because we don't know what they're spraying on this stuff out here. I've had that experience already. I've been out there digging for pine needles. Okay, I've been in these streets digging for pine needles. All right, and what I'm experiencing is when I'm drinking the pine needle tea in a combination with very high grade, high dose of CBD and olive leaf. That combination is a magical combination, and in doing that, you really help. Everybody should be drinking that anyway. Everybody should be drinking it. Okay, but that's the only thing that I have found that seems to be something that helps. But there's no evidence that this is going to de-vax you. And at this point, because of what we understand about the technology, I don't even know if that's possible. Maybe Tori can speak a little bit about that. Go ahead. Thank you so much. Make sure I'm not muted over here. Thank you so much. Yeah, there's so many questions coming in, y'all. These are great questions, and thank you guys. And Nikki, I'm sorry about that you can't hear him because I'm trying to make sure there's not too much of an echo. I'll do my best to balance out the sound. Okay. Thank you guys over at YouTube. I appreciate y'all patience with me today. So um, this is I appreciate that you haven't given up on the fact that the body could possibly detox this. But when I tell y'all that healers are working overtime to figure this out, healers are working overtime. I mean, we thinking outside of the box. I was talking to some healers this week about using frequencies, sound frequencies to start to heal from some of this stuff. Because I'm telling y'all, I made a trip recently to Atlanta, and I felt like I was all kind of under attack. I was like, well, I don't know if something's in the air, if it's in the damn towers, if it's in the damn light poles or something. I felt like I was under serious attack. Okay. And I was like, where is it coming from? I just felt like every breath I took, there was something in the air, and I was feeling sick the whole time I was there. And so, we're dealing with some things that we may not quite know what they are just yet. And when you don't really know what you're dealing with, it's hard to fight that. So we have to keep our eyes open, and we have to work with what we do know, which is to use Dr. Sun, Dr. Nutrition, Dr. Fitness, right, and Dr. Spirit, okay, to help us to manage the situation and to constantly be cleansing. The body should always be cleansing. Everything that you're putting into your body should be a part of the healing and the cleansing process. How many of you know that you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing when it comes to that? How many of you have done a thorough detox this year? How many? How many of you have actually done a thorough kitchen upgrade this year? Or you said, you know what, I know I'm tripping. I need to get rid of this microwave and all these damn potato chips up in here and this white flour, white sugar, and wheat grain pasta. How many of you know that you don't have enough of your herbal supplements? If something was to go down, you'd be ass out. You would not have the proper herbs, enough water and food, and all the things that you need. How many of you are not up on your fitness regimen? You need somebody to be on you to get you together. I know that you know that we know that you know better, right? So we all this call is about holding each other accountable, helping each other rise to the occasion so that we can show up a little stronger for ourselves this year, because we're going to have to do that to literally fight for our lives. So we can't play around with it when it comes to this health. And again, you got support. And that's what this call is about, so that you can know you have support. There is no excuses. You got the support. You got what you need. You can ask the questions that you need to ask. Somebody said, I thought a detox was 60 days. That's not necessarily true. You can detox in many ways, but some people just go 2 straight weeks on water and herbs. That's the Great Black Detox. Y'all can check that out right in my link in my bio here on Instagram, the Great Black Detox. Some people go 21 days, 30 days, right? If you join the Electric Kitchen Academy at theelectrickitchen.com, you're doing a full 10-week program where we're taking you not only through a wellness lifestyle, but we're taking you through the steps on exactly how to set your whole life up to educate you on how to not only do that for yourself, but you'll be a wellness warrior for other people in your community. So there's many ways to do this. Some people do a 7-day, 14, 21, 30, 60. It's up to you and what you need. It's based on your needs, okay? So let's move on. I hope that was helpful to some of you guys. Thank you so much, Tori, for that explanation. You got some love in the room. I see somebody said, I need some more bird eye. Me too. I need some bird eye group myself. I do not suggest that you detox while breastfeeding. Absolutely. And I'm so grateful for all of you as well for joining us on this live. Yes. All right. So moving on. Zoom family, Anybody want to jump in? I'm going to start calling y'all out. Hey, Lakeisha. Hey, Bijan. Is there anybody who would like to ask a particular question about your health journey today? Is there any way that we can help to put you on the right path? Everybody in my YouTube family, what's going on? Any questions there? Wonderful commentary. Thank you so much, Joe's daughter, for that. Thank you so much. YouTube family, Zoom family. Someone said, do you detox with fruits and vegetables of the season? What's up, Trader Goddess? I do suggest that. And of course, that depends on where you are. It's always good to eat foods in season. It's always good. Somebody said to review pine needle, olive leaf seeds, we should consume daily to build our immune system. Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should be consuming that stuff daily. But it's also good if you find yourself in a situation. And sea moss always is wonderful. Absolutely. Someone says, I'm helping my sister with dementia, that she smokes. What can I do to not to be affected by the smoke? She lives in Philly. Okay, okay. How are you not affected by someone who smokes and you're the one that's helping her with her dementia? Yeah, that's a hard situation. That's a hard situation. Because there's, smoke is smoke. If you don't help her out and she's smoking, they never do about that. You're gonna be smelling smoke. You're gonna have to, unless you go up in there with a gas man, she's gonna get smoked. Now, I have a sister who smokes, and no ma'am, you don't have to. You don't have to meet me outside because I can't even do it. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that. Somebody said, "Where do I stand on legumes?" I eat legumes. But not all of them, and I don't eat them often. I eat chickpeas. And I eat some lentils, like split lentils is what I prefer. Like red lentil, yellow lentils, split lentils, and the first black lentils. But I eat those every blue moon. I don't eat a lot of legumes. I eat black beans every once in a while, and that's about it. I don't eat any other legumes. I'm not heavy on any type of legumes and starches. Somebody said, what was the herbal blend that helped me with COVID? Well, it wasn't just herbs. There was many, many, many things. But I'll get back to that question. I want to throw this question over to Tori. How do you gain muscle while on a vegan diet? Because I know there's lots of people who want to know that. How to gain and keep muscle while on a plant-based diet. Can you talk about that?
extreme weight training, you gotta turn it down. Or if you put it type of any type of exercise. All the way back, some type of weight. So don't that's and hold on, they have an absorption problem of absorbing, right foods correctly. If that's the case, you got to do a very detailed detox and thorough detox so that you can ensure that your body is healed, then you'll be able to absorb better so that you can now spend that energy to go towards muscle. And then consistency. It's, muscle building is not a 1 month, 2 month, 3 month thing. Muscle building is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years type of thing. It takes time. What you do, it takes some time, but it takes time and consistent throughout. Those 6 months. And you are seeing any type of change, then you gotta change the program. That's how you deal with that.
Thank you so much for that. So, somebody talked about hemp powders protein powders and stuff like that. What are some of the best things to use? I use hemp seed protein powder. I'm not with all that GNC protein powder and all that stuff. Somebody also said, what type of CBD? I don't stand behind any particular brand of CBD. I'm just looking for the highest milligram. Do you have any suggestions, Tori, for CBD? Okay. I'm muted now. Hold up. Oh no, sorry guys. We're talking about plant protein. I said I use hemp seed, and I don't subscribe to any particular CBD oil, but I just look for the highest quality, highest milligrams, organic, and all that good stuff. Yes. Okay, hold on. Oh, they still can't hear me. I'm telling you, they're playing with us today. They are really playing with me today. Are we back? All right, sweet. All right. So, great questions. I don't have any particular brand recommendation, but what I will say is to just get the highest quality that you can find. All right. So now, we are at 3 minutes to the hour. And again, I just want to thank everybody for joining us in this call today as we talk about some of the things that are most pressing to our community and our health and wellness. A lot of people are saying, what did you use to overcome COVID? And honestly, one of the most helpful things for me was sunlight. And that's something that all Black folks need, is to make sure that we are getting enough sunlight. We're not getting that 20 minutes of sun. You got to make it a ritual. I know it's hot. I know it's uncomfortable. Guess what? Get you a little spray bottle, okay? Get it nice and cold. Put some little essential oils in it. Get your little fan. Get your little towel. Get you some nice cold water, some nice cold tea or coconut water. Go outside. Have your little music, and say, you know what? Set your timer to 20 minutes, and be like, listen, I can do this. I got my cool water. I got my breeze. You'll be fine. You'll survive it. You need it. We need that for our immune system. So get that 20 minutes of sunlight every day. That was one of the best things that helped me. And of course, I was using like the high vitamin C in the camu, as well as baobab powder. Very, very helpful. Baobab, camu. I would put that powder into my smoothies every day. Sea moss, of course, every day. And I would combine that with the herbs that we talked about today, the olive leaf, the oregano, the CBD. I used colloidal silver. Honey, I was throwing everything at that thing. I mean, I was just throwing it. Okay? I was throwing everything I could. And I was still active. And I didn't let myself get into that mind state of, oh my God, that paranoia. I meditated. I listened to my sound therapy. I laughed. I just kept myself in high spirit. And that's what's important is that you got to know your body can fight this, and you got to remind yourself that like 98% of people are fighting this. You know, it's not like, oh my God, I got COVID and it's over for me. Like, what the hell? This is not that's not what this is. You know, when you look at the mortality, um, yes, there have been many deaths, but there are also a lot of people with a whole lot of underlying conditions and a lot of mismanagement in hospitals, a whole lot. So we got to keep all that in mind. All right. So you can do this. Don't become so afraid that you don't believe that you can do this. But we got to keep ourselves safe. You know, stand away if you don't feel safe. Keeping yourself, you know, um, keeping. I don't want to say isolated, but you know, you might need to be to yourself. You know, if you're around a whole lot of people who are doing excessive shedding and or not taking care of themselves, you know, you got to be a little more choosy and more selfish. So I'm gonna leave that right there. Go ahead.
I would say to this that you're still learning what exactly this is. So this is not the time to be playing Russian roulette. This ain't really the time to, because your city is open, that you mix in the group. You want to be very careful still. You still want to make sure that you're high vibration, but not at the detriment of your health. It's not the time to be drinking excess alcohol. Take the time to be socially. This ain't that time frame. You're up against. This is simply biological warfare, and there is a biological weapon that is on the loose, and we're still learning what minimizes the effects. I had COVID twice. I had the first time, and before anybody ever knew what it was, which was back in December of 2019. They didn't announce it. It was already here in October 2019. They
Same
announced
thing
it
with me.
in March that was there. And I know yours around that same time. Yours was in January.
Yes.
So, mine was in December. And I didn't know what it was. I'm just trying to do my regular thing. I know it be kind of cold for 2 days. I got a regimen. As soon as I feel something scratchy in that throat, I stop eating. I don't eat no more for the rest of the day. I'm drinking fluids, water, and I immediately cleaned out. That time I did not clean out. So I did everything, but I did not clean out. I didn't have the and I did not clean out. So it might have my symptoms might have been lessened had I followed, my exact plan. And so I cleaned out. I make sure that my colon cleansed. And then the next day, for the next 2 days, I'm only eating raw foods, tea, and water, and I'm taking all of my supplements. And I'm doing almost 5 times as much as I'm normally taking. And so I started doing all of that. And what hit me, I was out for the amount, about 5 to 7 days was hard, but it was the after effect that got me to have an appetite. I was cold. I had to do a speaking engagement with about 700 to 800, maybe like 1,000 people. And I remember it was maybe a week and a half afterwards. I'm still cold. I still very just cold. I was I wasn't really eating. And so that after effect got me the second time though. I was able to do the hard effects of it. I was able to be amazing. And then, the after effect of just coughing, these places, they feel too hot, but we're nowhere near around them. What I'm saying to y'all is that even the strongest amongst us is contracting and having serious symptoms of echo.
Okay.
And having serious symptoms. So we want to be very careful.
Absolutely, absolutely. Brother Tori, I have never personally seen this happen, but I believe that you can reverse just about anything. And dementia is one of the worst things that we can experience, especially with our elders as they grow older in our community. Is there anything that you have seen that can help to reverse dementia? The first thing that I think about is just detoxifying heavy metals in the body. That's one of the first things that I think about. Doing a full detox. If that person the hard part is if the person is able to go through that detox because of their mental state. You would almost have to trick them into, a detoxification so that they can do a heavy metal cleanse is something that I would suggest. And I'll see if I can drop a link for a heavy metal cleanse here. Did you mute? I don't hear you at all.
I think we have the phone right in front of us. Okay, yes. As far as dementia goes, yes. And the first and foremost, dementia, Alzheimer's, these are 9 out of 10 times a case of heavy metals sitting in the brain. Those heavy metals come from air, it also comes from early years of vaccination. But if you are young and get the vaccine, get these vaccines when you're real young, those vaccines have mercury. It has metal in there that once inject us with something. You gotta understand the vaccine is everything that hits the body goes to a filtration system. It's not most things that have it swallow it, it goes to the digestive tract and it gets filtered by the body.
You sound good.
So yes, we get that. What ends up happening is those heavy metals, it breaks through. It breaks through that blood-brain barrier because it has to go to a filtration system of the body, which then goes straight to different organs. You can go to the liver, you can go to the kidneys, to the brain. It's not children, develop things like autism and other childhood diseases that they seem perfect until boom, so they got injected just because it's a natural process. The brain. But 30, 40 years later, it might not reveal itself until 30, 40 years later based upon the lifestyle. So everyone needs to do a very serious, heavy mental detoxification. Look them up. Be serious about it. Do this for 10, 20, 30-day cycle and detox the heavy metals from your body. That's the first thing. The second thing is that you gotta understand we cannot continue to think about long-term issues with short-term solutions. Although detoxification is wonderful, but it's a constant detox that your body needs. So your lifestyle moves to take long-term problems. So constantly detoxing, constantly making sure that your nutrition is on point. Your nutrition has to match it. Your exercise has to match it. Your thought process, the music that you listen to. This is a lifestyle change. This is not just merely a detox, it's a lifestyle change. But as far as herbs and sort of things that you can do for somebody who has dementia or to prevent, because remember, what has the power to reverse also has the power to prevent. So, turmeric, inflammation, anything you're dealing with is inflammation. Make sure that you have a hot turmeric diet. I like that. Rosemary. People that have memory issues, oftentimes are told to sniff rosemary. Get the rosemary essential oil. Make sure that you keep that home every single day. Get the actual herb, sniff rosemary. Yes, ginkgo is absolutely, as somebody just put in there, ginkgo is one of them. Sage. Okay? Sage. All of these things in combination, used consistently, also with the lifestyle change, also with the heavy metal detox, ain't no way that your body is not going to go back to its natural state. And that's for anybody.
Awesome.
That's for anybody.
Awesome. 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 Can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? Okay, family. Thank you so much for that. I hope that was very helpful. And yes, I will be dropping some links, you guys. And I'll probably just put some stuff on my page after this call too, because a lot of the questions may not have gotten answered in this call because we got over about 400 people jumping in from every direction. So I appreciate you guys, and I'm inspired by you guys' motivation to show up for yourselves today and to show up for this community check-in weekend live chat, because this is what it's all about. We got out here, okay? So we have to help each other, keep each other well. I could be over here, feeling good and feeling great, but if I don't have a community, what am I? If y'all aren't feeling well with me, then what am I? What am I doing? So this just isn't about me and my lifestyle and my regimen and what I got going on. This is about all of us, because the goal is really for all of us to thrive and to be the light of the world that we once were on this planet. That's what this is about. So we got to show up. We got to show up mind, body, spirit. We got to be ready. So first we got to detox from all dirty Babylon poison, okay? We got to clean it up, you know what I'm saying? So that we can show up and get ourselves together, and that way we can be our best selves and we can deliver healthy children and we can continue to thrive and inspire the next generations after us. I heard that it takes a whole generation of sacrifice in order to uplift the next generation and take it to the next level. And without that, we won't thrive. So we need a whole generation of us to sacrifice all the poison, sacrifice all the mess, sacrifice the bad, poisonous mentality that we've been raised with. We need a whole generation of us to get well and to be healed so that we could get back in our rightful place on the planet, get back to a state of strength and power once again. So that's what this community conversation and live chat is all about. Tori, you have been the perfect and divine complement and beautiful divine masculine reflection of health and wellness in this conversation with us tonight. So I'm humbled by your presence, and I thank you so much for being a part of this conversation tonight. I'm really, really grateful. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for showing up tonight. I'm going to be dropping some links, and if there's anyone who is interested in getting holistic lifestyle coaching, you ready to get rid of all that excess fat, you're ready to get your energy, get your muscles, get strong, please go and hit up LOJ Fit Club right here on IG, right here on YouTube. Y'all go right to his website, lojfitclub.com, is it?
Holistichealthtalk.info.
Okay.
// consultation.
Can you put that in the Zoom as well? And I'll throw it up in the YouTube.
Wonderful. Healthtalk.info / consultation, where you'll be able to get a free 15-minute consultation with myself. And you get a lifestyle recommendation regimen to be able to get you on your path. That's
wonderful.
Healthtalk.info / consultation.
Wonderful, y'all. Tori is giving a 15-minute free consultation to those of you who are really looking to make a lifestyle change. You're only going to get that here. So go ahead now and hit him up. Y'all can find him at LOJ Fit Club. Sign up for your 15-minute free consultation. And you can also, if you're interested in becoming one of my students, I'm looking for some superstar students for October. So jump on in. We want you at the Electric Kitchen Academy, but you got to apply fast. We're taking a few students for this next semester. I'd love to have you. You can check out theelectrickitchen.com. If you need a payment plan option, you got to DM me directly. So please go to DM me wherever you can DM me. Send me a personal message right here on Zoom. You can hit me up through the newsletter, gochefaki.com. You can hit me up through Instagram direct message. Okay, you can hit me directly at chefaki@gmail. All right, I'd love to work with you and assist you in being the health and wellness coach for your family, the health warrior for your family, because we need each other. Thank you guys so much for joining this chat tonight. And someone said, what's the best essential oils? Oh man, what name is that brand? What is the brand? You got it?
Yes.
What's your favorite brand?
My favorite brand is revive.com.
Revive Essential Oils. Revive Essential Oils. Yeah, I live by essential oils. I collect them everywhere I go. Oh my gosh. But yes, breathing in that pine oil, very important right now, y'all, dealing with all these variants flying around. Having that pine oil is really good to be breathing that at all times in your bathtub, in your shower, in your diffuser. It's good to have at all times. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining this chat. I'm so grateful. Peace and love. And yes, I want my tube socks. Hit me in the DM. Hit me in the DM, everybody. If you are looking to become a student, I appreciate y'all today. Thank you so much for this chat, and I will see y'all next weekend. Peace and love. Thank you so much, Tori, for joining. Peace and love, Dijon. Peace and love, everybody. YouTube family, thanks for joining. Y'all have been amazing. Thank you so much, you guys. The website, Napalicious, which website you talking about? Wellness, Salute, Wisdom. Yes, theelectrickitchen.com, or you can go to my IG for the link in bio for the Great Black Detox, or you can also DM me for further details. Get out of my business.